Hey everyone, today I thought I would play a little Entropia, and we're going to go over, do the daily paneleon mission here, because I'm going to try and finish out these last 600 points for the Inhammer We Trust, and I'm going to do a couple of quick daily crafting missions. I wanted to show you guys that. But this is the NPC for the daily kill 200 point. If you're not killing weeks, this is the daily mission you're going to want to be doing. It gives combat reflexes at the end. Pretty nice. And this is at Rookie, right here on the map. Rookie training area, my bad. But the daily crafting missions are going to be down here. I always forget the name. At the arc staging. Like, I know the waypoint, but I always forget the name until I have the map up and I'm trying to click on it. But these are nice because the one gives mechanical manufacturing. That's not as nice. It's just a nice little boost because I'm here anyway. What is nice is this Craft Enkidd Dyer S1. It's going to give weapon manufacturing, which can be expensive to work up. Here, it's pretty cheap. 6-pack isn't very much, but you get to do it every day as part of a pretty big list of dailies that Cyrene has. I'm really impressed with the daily missions that they came up with here. I think they recently added a taming mission for zoology, which if I was a pet tamer would be super cool. I'm not, but it's still pretty cool. So we're going to go here for that weapon one. You're going to try and craft Enkidd Dyer S1. Go to construct. You only got to make one. And so hopefully we can get one pretty quick. Oh, just like that. That mission's done. I can go claim that reward right now. But we're going to do the other one real fast. Hope for a similar type outcome. Real quick success. Oh, no. Not as quick as the last one, at least. And, you know, sometimes it takes a few. I'm not the best crafter, obviously. Oh, there we go. And so in about a minute, you can finish both those dailies, get your little bit of reward, and go do whatever it is that you else want to do on this planet. For me, I'm going to codex paneleons today. Oh, there. I thought I went the wrong way at first. Oh, there we go. A little bit of manufactured mechanical equipment, a little bit of manufactured weapon skill for completing those 2 quick dailies. And then I'm going to grab my weapon out. What are we using today? Let's use, oh yeah, let's use this. I got this as a drop a couple weeks back, so I've been kind of burning it out. And so we're going to go do the, there's like a paneleon instance that they added at Rookie for Week, but at this, oh, where's this teleporter I just clicked? It is Arc Headquarters. And so they put some instances in. I assume they'll need keys at some point because they put blueprints in that look like they power them. But right now, they're free to enter. And so we're gonna run to the top here. And so here's the 3 instances they added. It's been a little while since they did that. High level Zealodos, I'm staying out of that. Mid level Tide Claws, still too high for me. We're looking for these low level paneleons. I'm trying to get some olds, some providers, youngs. Basically, I just don't want weeks. Weeks are worth 1 point. It'll take a while to get 600 points or 572 points is what we will be shooting for today. And because I don't want to run down and jump down, possibly miss the water and kill myself, and then revive and heal, we're just going to do the 60-second countdown here. It'll teleport me down to the bottom of the instance. So you see, I'm not a horrible crafter, um, but I'm definitely not an epic crafter by any stretch of the imagination. I'm excited to get this mission finished because the In Hammer We Trust rank 5 gives, I believe, stamina tokens at the end, which goes good with the codex. Every 5 levels, you get uh, a new stat of some sort, and if stamina is an option, I always take it. The other thing I like about these instances down here is that they have auto loot, so you don't actually ever have to loot the monster. And I'll show you what I mean. Like, I didn't take a pill or nothing, but I'm about to take some pills. So, yeah, we'll take one of those. We like extra skills. We're going to be at this a second. What else we using? Run speed, regeneration, reload. Yeah, we'll do use a Neurostem A. That's some faster shooting. Let's see if we can't rip through some stuff. Got about 600 ped in ammo. That should be well plenty. Since when does it not? Oh, this is different. At a global right out the gate. We like it. I don't know why that first one didn't have a health bar though. That was weird. Oh, I bet the health bar just popped up and got obscured by where the camera and mic normally hang on my monitor. That makes a little more sense. Anyway, you can see we're getting a few points per kill. That way it won't be 500 plus kills. We should get by with like a couple hundred kills here, I think. Already got 10 points since we got in here. And so these things global often. They're not terribly great globals. I mean, typically I get a bunch of shrapnel. Um, they do have a couple of drops worth mentioning, though. I think I put them in the. I did. I threw it in the storage before I came down here. There's tail tips, which are 5 packs trade terminal, um, going for about 1 pet a piece, give or take. They're used in that new Cyrene plates uh, quest, in which the first one is the one that has 50 tail tips, um, and it's the first upgrade. It also takes a bunch of what are they? Oh, the badges to be able to get the mission. I don't remember how many badges it is for the first one, but it's not like 50, 300 maybe. Um, and so let's see if we can get another global here in a little bit. Well, I mean, the globals are nice because they're fancy. You get the spiral, you get the fancy horns. Everyone likes the little excitement rush, and that. But the important thing for us today is to get this mission knocked out um, before it goes away. So a bunch of the old kill missions, I forget. I think it's a year after the planet codexes that you have to kind of wrap up before they just remove all those missions and you no longer get that reward. And so, since I'm really trying to still get those rewards, especially since this one's stamina tokens, I figure we just buckle down, codex, pump this out. I should get a rank of codex too while we're at it. 1 and a partial maybe, so we'll be ranked 10, pushing 11 by the end of this, I bet. Um, but again, Cyrene has just amazing little missions and stuff. I really like this planet. It's super nice. Um, I heard a rumor that they were going to try and add some tree harvesting to this planet, which would be epic because it's really the one thing this planet is absolutely lacking. And the tree harvesting pulls up a bunch of your peripheral skills that are involved in looting. The analysis, zoology, uh, biology, especially for animal looting specifically. Um, it's helpful for the mutant one as well. Less so for the robot, but I'm gonna click that over. And so I think I should have made more coffee before I started this. That's all right. We're just gonna rip through it. Oh, and I didn't see how hurt I had become down there. I might have to pause for a quick second to heal myself. But as you can see, the daily goes through pretty quick. Oh, I see what happened. I got critical. I'm already pretty far into the daily. I mean, and so this daily doesn't take very long to punch out, especially if you hunt the higher stuff. Like, these are youngs. If you were doing old alphas or something, you'd be done with this. I mean, outside of you need a bigger gun and all of that jazz. Yeah, let's see myself. Grab my gun again. I should have hotkeyed it, but I didn't. We'll just go through and keep knocking these out. See what we get. Oh, there's that. There's mine there. 12 head. I put the main chat on, but the guy was. It looked like there was about to be some drama. And I didn't necessarily want to capture it on camera. So we'll just go ahead and leave it on the system tab. No one really wants to see the damage and evading and whatever, but beat some random guy screaming in a channel in all caps because they're angry. Mother didn't level him up or something, I don't know. But yeah, no, I really like the auto loot thing. You may not get as good of returns. I've heard instant returns are locked a little lower than normal. I don't know. People say a lot of stuff that isn't true about this game. Um, Everyone's got their own theory a little bit. I I have a hard time believing they're locked because the first kill in here um, was a global, and so like it's hard to have a locked return when I could literally have left after the first kill, taken my global, and obviously then the instant was at a net loss. And so I don't know if it's like overall how your skills factor into everything. And so, but the having it locked, I don't think would be true based on what we just saw. I still wish it was something other than just shrapnel. I noticed I haven't got any tail tips yet either. Um, they're pretty rare. And the maturity that you're killing doesn't seem to have a high factor. I get about the same drop rate on the paneleons in here as I do on the weak ones when I'm just swunting them on the side. Taking the sweat and putting the monster down. I'll just periodically get one or two. The same as when I'm mass hunting in here. And so far the returns haven't been horrible. Getting reasonable shrapnel, a bunch of residue. That global sure helped out. We're 2/3 of the way done with that daily kill quest already. I still got a little ways to go on that in Hammer We Trust. But So far, it's going pretty smooth. Haven't got any good loot of note yet. Let me pull up the loot window a little bit. Yep, that's all like normal. Probably gonna go to a trade terminal. I mean, I could try and keep a big stack and find someone who wants it. Maybe. Probably not. Probably just gonna cycle it. And so, trucking right along. I think after this we might. I'm torn. I want to keep working on my crafting a little bit, and so we might be flying to Toland, um, to do that daily machinery quest. And if so, I'll go ahead and I'll record that a little bit. Uh, I might run out to Monria. That daily engineering comes in pretty handy. But my engineering is pretty good, so I'm leaning towards Toland. Plus, we can capitalize on some of their daily kill quests. If I remember right, the tab gives anatomy still. There's a daily evade and dodge. Probably not gonna do the dodge. I think those are those Jeefs. They're kind of a pain to kill. And the last time I was there, I was having mobs hitbox shrink on me to where I couldn't shoot them, which was really weird, kind of annoying. I mean, we're just being honest there. I found it real super annoying. Um, Not sure if it still does that. I'm gonna leave that little, the blue one's like the little boss mob or whatever. I'm just trying to cycle through and finish out these two quests real fast. I actually would have thought I was get a faster codex on this. It seems to be kind of slow. Alright. Oh man, I'm really excited. This and a Hammer We Trust has been a extremely long kill line. Um, I don't know how many you end up killing, like kill point wise, by the time you're done with the rank 5. But I think 4 was like 5,000. And so by the end, we're talking 15, 20,000 kill points. Oh, that wool's nice. That wool is used in that, I believe it was the Enkidd that we made earlier. And so that'll keep us stocked up for doing that daily until we depart from Cyrene. That wool's pretty cheap. I don't think that's less of a big deal, but it's always nice to not have to go buy some out of the auction house and actually pay a markup. Nope. And this one will actually finish off the daily mission, and we'll have a little under 400 points to go. We'll wrap this mission up. Call it great. Oh, there's a little bit more wool. And I went ahead and left the camera off today because I'm a little under the weather. Um, and I didn't want to be coughing on camera or whatnot, but I still wanted to get this knocked out um, and show you guys this instance. because instances are never overcamped, and so you will always have the option to knock this mission out or codex these guys because of it. That's pretty nice. I remember a few times where um, there's just so many people doing that daily kill all the weak paneleons that the entrance area is completely camped out. People are kill steal. Sometimes aren't the nicest and most sharing players, we'll say. Which, I mean, they have the option to play however they want. It's not my style, but and so I'll utilize this um, for like swanting weak paneleons. I'll use the weak uh, cave sometimes, just so that I don't have to deal with anyone. And it gives me auto loot. That way, if I start shooting it and I get distracted, wander off, let's be honest, swanting's time consuming, not the most entertaining thing. And so you'll get distracted by a TV show, a book you're reading, or whatever you're doing in the meantime. And so the auto loot function is kind of nice because if you start shooting it, you know it's going to kill it, and you don't have to be like, oh, did I forget to loot that one? Which I'm not saying I've done that, but I've done that. Oh, we got some armor, Arc Guardian arms. That's kind of neat. Would have been neater if they still had the Cyrene armor that was upgradable. They brought that down pretty fast though. Alright, where are we at? I'm gonna heal myself up. We still got 320 points to go. Really isn't that many. We started at 500. 580 or something like that, I think it was. Excited about that first global. I really want to get another one though. Get some items or something. Something neat. Who doesn't want something neat, right? And that was a little mini. All shrapnel. Pretty common for me. And I don't know if that's just because my looter level is relatively low still. I think I'm only in the like low 30s. I would, or if it's just that these guys naturally just give a lot of shrapnel and less of the other things. Now, I'm assuming some high level hunter is going to be like, nah, I barely get any shrapnel. I get all these cool oils and paints and all this other stuff that you don't get. Wouldn't shock me to hear that. Paneleon hide, pretty rare, also pretty worthless. So yeah, looks mediocre. Haven't got any of those tail tips, which kind of a kind of a bummer. So you can bundle those and sell those at a 1,800% or 2,000% markup or whatever they're really at right now. It helps to really defray the cost of hunting. Even a good hunter typically only gets, I think what they say, 80 to 90% returns on average. And so to make up the difference, you got to get some stuff that's high markup or a bunch of moderate markup that's going to have high volume that you get a lot of it. Oh shoot, I hit level 39 range laser damage. That's kind of nice. And so you see, not a high level hunter either. Just kind of a mid hunter. High low level is what I like to call it. I'm a high low level hunter. Cruising along. I kind of like this gun too. I got it as a drop off of, what was it? I think it was Imperium's. I was doing that Kill 100 mission um, to as part of my wipe out all of the kill missions associated with the pre-codex missions. There were kill missions before codex came out, and I actually don't think we're going to get a full codex rank. Looking at it, I mean, we were down to like 18-20% ish. Killed 300. We have less than 300 points to go. We've only got like 10-15% of a codex today. Um, and so I don't think we are going to be able to get a full codex rank today. At least not by the time we get that In Hammer We Trust knocked out. Still hoping for one more global in the next 300 kill points. Probably not going to happen. I don't want to seem too greedy. I just like the trumpets. I like the stuff. Like, just the dopamine rush of, like, the mini jackpot. Even though that I know that I've lost money today hunting these. The little, like, I don't know, it's the rattle of the slot machine, I guess. A little bit. It's always kind of exciting. It's that, hey, what I get, and then you read what you got, and you're usually disappointed. But that's not the point. The point is that you got some stuff, and for a moment, you were excited. Which is, I mean, kind of part of the appeal to this game, I imagine. That and it's the real life focus, or real life economy focus, in which your pet is actually worth dollars in a set conversion. Which inherently also makes your character worth money. Which has been the case for over 20 years. People just don't think about it. People's characters have been worth money since the first MMOs came out. You could sell characters on EverQuest. And that's the first massively popular one. Before that, you had Ultima and some other. And so they just embraced your character's worth money. Oh, there we go. There's another global. And mostly eye oil that time. Well, at least it wasn't all shrapnel, I guess. We'll take it. Use the eye oil, combine it with some muscle oil, do a little crafting. I think that's we'll make some semiconductors or something real fast if we have a big enough stack of oils. But oh, and we like those extractors. I'm not sure about the basic plastic ones, but they're really nice, especially with how cheap stones are. Like high markup, but cheap pad wise, you can do texture runs pretty cheap on those. To burn those out, kind of a nice skill. Some of the textures you can spawn when doing that are worth something. I mean, texturing isn't really my thing, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't hold a bunch of value for a lot of people. It's really neat stuff that like people are making with it. I know a buddy of mine made a pretty neat looking Slipnir with texturing. It's purple. I don't remember exactly which texture he used or whatnot. But it was pretty neat looking by the time he was done. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I like it. I'm just not. This is not something I'm probably gonna be doing. Maybe just because I'm not that artsy. We'll see. But it's nice to work up those skills, even if you're not don't think you're gonna do it, because all that stuff's pretty cheap. You can walk for the stones if you didn't want to buy them, and were already like fruit walking or whatever, because you want nutrio bars for your pet, and again didn't want to pay the markup on them. You could take the stones you get and find the extractor that matches up with that stone, and make some low level texture runs, get some different skills. You get a fair amount back when you texture. The same with painting. That's why see people buying low level textures all the time and low level paints to just skill up on relatively cheaply. Because buying the skill is expensive, like super expensive. Um, those two skills, I think, um, are still worth more than the spacecraft pilot was. And for a while, that one I think was going for 10,000% markup. I think it's down to like 7-ish now, but still not cheap. Um, and so if you can work it up relatively cheaply as you go a little bit, might not be a bad idea. I did a little bit. Um, oh, I might die here. I didn't notice my life was so low. Oh, we finished him. Oh, that was a nice hit. I mean, it didn't global me, which is weird because that's 15 ped. Really, no global? That's that's interesting. Oh, so maybe I gotta breach 20 ped on that particular one. 15 ped was not a global. I don't want to say I feel gypped, but we'll just say I'm a little sad by that. Burnt through most of this little rifle I picked up from those Imperiums, which is cool. I like burning out the limited guns that I loot. Um, in a lot of cases, I won't sell them off. I'll just burn them out, and it's not the most efficient or whatever. Uh, I'm not really concerned about that. I mean, I am concerned about efficiency, and I don't want to just be throwing money away every day. Um, but I just like the fact that I got it, and usually if they're not bad, I can typically use the skills. They're usually not ridiculously inefficient because they're limited guns and whatnot, and so I'll print them out. All right, we're starting to get into the home stretch here. 176 points to go. That shouldn't be that very many kills, I would imagine. And then I'll have to figure out where I have to go to claim this reward for the Hammer We Trust 5. In fact, I should probably look that up while we're finishing out here. Alright. So, went ahead and looked him up. Looks like he's out there kind of by the Panton jungle. So we'll go ahead and wrap this up. At least I know where to start looking for him. Oh, that wasn't bad. A little eye oil, a little Shamro, a little paint. Paint will be nice. I'm just big grouping up the paint. Eventually, I'll go through and paint some stuff real fast just for the skills. I guess unless the paint's super marked up, then I'll sell it because it's worth more. Um, but at the end of the day, I'd like to be a well-rounded character who has the option to do a lot of stuff. And so I'll burn through a lot of the low-level stuff just to work my skills up, just to have those skills. I might have to heal again before I finish this out. Yeah, that's what happens when you have the graduate armor. This is pixie armor I'm using, by the way, with 2 A plates. Um, I really should buy some better plates at some point. I just haven't got around to it. I like to hunt kind of like low-level stuff. And so I don't hunt a lot of big stuff where having those big plates is going to be super handy. Um, I know a lot of people have those next island plates. I think they're next island with have the acid protection and whatnot on them. Or the other thing that people use are I think they're the 5A or 5B. I can't really remember. Again, I don't hunt a ton, and so all my stuff is like low-level stuff. I have mayhem armor. If I for when I hit Toland and finished out the kill missions, some of that stuff was above the pixie armor for sure, and so I did buy a backup set of reasonable armor for when I did that, and I'm still working out of that. Although one of the pieces is getting cut. Oh, there I go, not paying attention. Oh, got to talking, not paying attention, got lit up. After talking about how I would need to heal and then didn't. Well, that was not the smartest move on my behalf. So we're just going to go ahead and move past that. Be like, well, that was dumb. Next. We are almost done. This is exciting. It's been a reasonable run today. A couple of globals. A couple of, I want to call them, we'll call them mini globals. Minis, so to speak. Um, that we, and so, like, I probably haven't lost too much in the way of head today between the couple of minis and the couple of globals. I'll be near break even. But the important part is those stamina tokens. I'm really excited about that. Less than 100, well, 112 points. I wanted to say less than 100. I'm jumping the gun a little bit. But only a little bit. We'll be there before you know it. Now we're under 100 points. I think I might have to start making an entire pot of coffee before I start videos and such. I notice I always seem to, however much I make, I run out halfway through, and I always wish I had more. Maybe that's just a coffee thing. You always want more coffee. Not real sure, but we're gonna wrap this up, go claim these rewards, and go claim some coffee. Like it. It's like coffee's like a secondary reward to finishing this mission now. Who doesn't like double rewards? Everyone likes double rewards. That's like, hey, do you like free stuff? I've yet to be like, someone be like, oh man, I just don't take free stuff. I only like the stuff I pay for. I mean, maybe some dude's out there who said it. Maybe he was even halfway serious. I still don't believe him, but that's not the point. Never heard it. Oh, that was a nice hit. That was almost a little over 14 ped. 65 points to go. And if this gun breaks before I'm finished for whatever reason, we'll just be busting the pyro chip out. We'll pyro stuff to death for a second. I think we'll be alright though. We're getting really close. Although I did notice it was really damaged when I looked a minute ago. Alright. Man, I might have to heal again. Alright. And then the exit's in that building over there. And so we'll just kind of circle the exit here, finish off these few, wrap up this, excuse me, kill mission here. Still didn't get a single tail tip, I didn't notice. Yep, not a single one. That's a bummer. I don't have enough badges to do the plate quest anyway. Like I said, I think it's 300 for the first one. But I could be wrong. It could be like 200 or 225 or something. I wouldn't know. Um, yeah, I'm really excited for the stamina boost. And stamina is great for hit points, which are hard enough to raise in this game. I'd like to think it because it says it influences other stuff, but there's no definitive like how it does it. Like, does it give you faster regeneration any capacity or any of that? No one knows. There's a lot of theories. Um, I'll take just the hit points. The hit points is enough for me to be happy with the stamina boost. If it does any of the other things that people claim it does, man, it just makes it more epic. And so we are wrapping this up Down to probably like 3 or 4 kills here, and we are finished with this mission and moving on. The other reason I skipped killing that boss, the blue paneleon down here, that's the kind of like the boss of the instance, it doesn't actually give you any paneleon kill points for it. Because it's not one of the normal maturities. Which I don't want to use the term to say it sucks, but it's definitely not ideal, and it doesn't help us progress what I'm trying to work on here. And so that's why we skipped that. And oh, last one right here. Who we killing last? This guy right here, right there. And we'll be right over here by the entrance. We'll turn, we'll duck out, we'll zone out, we'll go claim these rewards, call it a day. As long as I don't die from not paying attention again. Aha, there we are. And that's the end of it. We're going to put my hammer on so I run a little faster. Zone it out of this instance real fast. And they were nice. They put me down on the bottom floor when I zoned out instead of where I zoned in up there. So we're going to go up here. We're going to go to rookies first. And you can't click on it when the mission is active like that. It actually covers up the waypoint. So make sure you know where you're going. Rookie training area. We're going to teleport in here. We're going to claim this combat reflex reward real fast. And then we're going to go claim the In Hammer We Trust. Right there is the guy for the daily for our combat reflexes. Boom, got us some combat reflexes. And this is Panton. He's right at the teleporter. I remember now. P. Panton Jungle Teleporter. And yeah, we only got halfway to the next codex on that. That's kind of a bummer. But we're that much closer for the next time. Oh, yeah, there he is. I thought we were going to have to wait for him to load up for a second, but nope. Boom. 20 stamina tokens. Oh. Well, we'll take it. We will apply the stack of stamina tokens. Boom, for my stamina there. What are we up to now? We're at 33, almost 34 stamina. Digging it. Anyway, there's the end of that mission. In Hammer We Trust 5 complete. Daily complete. 2 daily craftings down. Hope everyone's having an amazing day.